and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. The Rebels will get this season underway as toe meets leather. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Longhorns offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Man, let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. To the air, it's Manning. He's got him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. And the Longhorns come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught close to the marker. It's Wingo. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He wants to throw it again. Wideout trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Catch in the middle. It's Beal. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? Doesn't all have to be screens and throw.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The Rebels are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
How How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Dropping back, it's Manning. Right down the middle. Lost, the defense is wide open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17. Trying play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. Off and running. At the 30. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking for space, it's Hardy. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Manning. Swings it out to his running back. Oh, he got loose. At the 45 on his way. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Longhorns. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Wants to go up top on 1st down.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water with this offense so backed up. They're able to get to him for a sack, and I give the quarterback credit because I thought he was about to take a safety. Somehow he was able to stay out of the end zone.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
And the Rebels line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Texas offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Texas!
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll start this drive with a pass. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Rebels decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Manning. Caught behind the line, it's Hardy. Delivers the stiff arm. There he goes. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got the back in the middle. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Release to the back. That's caught. It's Hardy. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today.
The Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now this offense is back on the field. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? He's got it on the outside. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
That receiver is going to think twice about running that same route again as this game goes on because he just got lit up. I'm not even sure how he held on to that ball.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Begs to grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Turning it on. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking for space. It's Baxter. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They go to the draw. Touchdown Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Beal. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his 2nd sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They try to pop a run on the draw. Runs through a tackle. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Still running at the 40. Oh, what a cut! He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
He had all kinds signs of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about...
He's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Bringing the heat. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And man, is that just an indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of...
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll run it from the gun. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Just complete and utter dominance, and this one outplayed their